welcome to the show. The show?
Yeah.
Can we call it a show?
Aye.
Yeah.
It's a show of good faith.
It's a show of wealth, show of men.
A show of sheer determination.
Best in show. How's it going?
Not so bad, yeah. I had a great movie day yesterday. I watched 4 films yesterday.
4 films, yes.
I was on one of them days.
What was
I
the...
avoided all admin.
What was the reason for it?
Well,
Just
I watched...
you doing fuck all?
Well, I woke up early and I was like, let me do The Mask now.
Yeah.
So I did The Mask, which is this week's episode.
Yes.
Right? Then I went into town to do admin. Didn't do that.
Why are you doing admin in town? Are you a postman?
My treat is if I do all my admin, usually I can go to the cinema.
Oh, okay.
So that's my treat.
Right.
After I have to forcibly. I didn't do the admin and just took a treat.
So you went treat first?
I went treat
Right.
first, fucked it, right? So I went and saw the Bone Temple.
Yes.
Right. And then I went and saw, which is grim as fuck.
Yeah.
Good, but grim. Right. And then I watched The Matrix Reloaded.
Why?
Because it's fucking great.
Right, okay.
A good 40-minute part in the middle where it's unbelievable. The rest of it, whatever.
That's the second one.
Nah.
Yes. Yeah.
And I watched The Rip.
The Rip. Do you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty
good,
good.
isn't it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I liked
It's like
it.
watching. It was like a remake of. It's not a remake, but it's like watching Assault in Precinct 13 or something.
Yeah, it's very Heat-esque as well, I found.
Well, yes, I mean, but Ben Affleck's clearly his favorite film is Heat.
Aye.
Because like,
the town's
he
basically
just keeps
Heat.
trying
Yeah.
to remake it.
Yeah.
He just tries his best to remake it every time.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with it. It's good. They're all good. The town's great as well.
The town's amazing. There's a great clip I watched last week where the two of them, him and Damon, are just basically doing every single interview possible now. Like they were on Rogan.
Okay.
Because it's one of the only Rogan ones I'll now listen to. I only ever listen to Rogan if it's someone I really like and I want to hear from.
Yeah.
So they did that, and then they did all the Kimmels and the Fallons and all that kind of shit. But they've been doing shitloads of stuff and coming across as quite interesting, intelligent guys. And they were on Fallon it was, and I didn't know Fallon was from Boston as well, because the two of them are obviously like proper Bostons, and they say the names in alphabetical order of all the towns and cities in the Massachusetts area. It's quite funny though, because Affleck really goes for it. It's like Cambridge, acid, like Boston, like really fucking good accent.
Charleston, is it?
Yeah, it's good accent. I like it.
I like them. I mean, I don't really rate them that. I still haven't seen Good Will Hunting.
I know. We'll do that at some point. Yeah,
but I don't know. I do like them. I like both of them in their own way.
Who do you prefer?
That's a wild hard one because.
Here's a question, right?
Everyone was going to say Matt Damon, but
who would you prefer to be pals with? Who would you prefer to go on a night out with?
Ben Affleck. I feel like I think Ben Affleck. He seems miserable.
Aye, he does seem unhappy with life.
I think it'd be a good crack if you were to go to a bar and him go like, you see, fucking girlfriend's been a fucking wanker and drinking, and you're like, who, Jennifer Lopez?
Aye.
Fucking
I'd rather go out on the piss with Affleck, but be pals with Damon.
Right. Not Damon.
Damon seems more committed to his career.
He definitely does, yeah. I would say he's done better.
Yeah.
But
he's probably done better critically. Financially, I bet he's not.
Well, Affleck makes a couple of films too, doesn't he?
Yeah, see, Affleck...
What do you call that shite one where he was like a Spaniard?
What?
And it won an Oscar and it was fucking dog shit. Argo.
I like Argo. I think it's pretty good.
He's like,
I like Argo.
Here comes Tony Mendez,
Aye.
Or something like that. Isn't his name something like Tony Mendez? And he's just got longer hair, the slight bit of tinted moisturizer on.
I really like Argo. Let's see, so wait a minute. Does Damon make films?
Not that I remember.
Wait a minute. So Matt Damon's. Let's bring up his filmography and find out if he's made.
Well, like what they've made. Didn't they make Dogma? Wasn't that them?
No, that was Kevin Smith.
What am I talking about? What we've even done?
So directing, has he done? Yeah. I don't think Damon has directed a film.
Yeah.
Which is surprising, because Affleck clearly has. Interesting. Oh, I always thought he had directed.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. I would say. Oh, I don't know though, because Damon had the Bourne films,
As well, yeah.
so he's maybe not done his. I'm just thinking in terms of Batman and
His
shit.
fucking Odyssey as well will be him as well after this.
Aye.
I mean, yeah.
Aye.
Whereas Affleck does do a lot.
Aye.
That was a Netflix
It
film.
seems like Damon, after Good Will Hunting, Damon went, I'm going to become, I know what kind of actor I want to be, and I know what kind of films I want to make.
Yeah.
Whereas Affleck went, I want to make a shitload of money, and I'm quite happy to be in this.
Yeah.
Pumping Jennifer Aniston, pumping Jennifer Lopez, pumping anyone called Jennifer, essentially. All the
Gardner.
Jennifer
Oh,
Gardner.
was it Jennifer Gardner he was with?
It was Jennifer. Fuck it, he can't have pumped. Because
Was
he
it Ben
definitely
Affleck?
was. He was definitely
Shut
with
up.
Aniston
Have we
as well.
just-
Right.
Hold on. He's wait a minute. Jennifer Gardner, that feels like someone he would have been with.
Yeah, they must have been, because they're in Daredevil together. She plays Elektra.
Oh, God, that's so bad.
Right, here's the
I hate Elektra, but I've seen her do Jennifer Gardner do
Right,
the...
apologies, he didn't. Aniston is not. I must have got him
know
mixed
that.
up, but like Brad
Okay.
Pitt, Aniston. But Garner and Lopez are in there.
Okay, so that's two of these.
Paltrow, I didn't know that.
Jennifer Paltrow.
And Jennifer Paltrow
Right, yeah.
and Jennifer de Armas.
Anna Darmus, yeah, that's
yeah.
right. How did that happen? That feels...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just... Anna Darmus seems to be just...
So he's gone.
I'm not going to say it, but she's making her way around Hollywood.
Aye.
Fair play to her. She's like, Tom Cruise, I'll have a bit of that.
Yeah. So he went Paltrow, then on to Lopez, then Garner, married Garner, 3 children together with Garner. So they were together for 11 years.
Okay, right.
Then started shagging about again. Then de Armas. Now back to Lopez. No. Now divorced again from Lopez.
Ah, for fuck's sake, Ben.
Oh no! They got engaged first, then split before the marriage, then reconnected in 2021, married in 2022, divorced in 2024.
Ben, you're
Aye.
Ben, just get it together.
You're a troubled man, Ben.
You're a bit. You can tell. You
Aye.
know? I know everybody keeps taking the pictures of him just drinking coffee and looking like he's going to kill himself.
I think he's a proper alky as well.
Aye. Yeah. That would make sense.
Yeah.
With,
Joe, I did it the weekend, so I'm not drinking anymore.
oh, how long though?
I don't know.
See how it goes.
Yeah, I thought this weekend was the biggest test because I was away gigging.
Aye. Fine.
And it was actually.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's always
I didn't notice any. What I was worried about was because I was going down and I realised it's the first time I've ever hosted a gig outside of Scotland. I've hosted loads of gigs, but I realised I'd never been put on
Oh really?
comparing. I'm fairly certain I've never, unless I've stepped in, but I've never been. And to be fair, this time I wasn't booked either. I just found out when I got the thing through. Because you know, the Glee suddenly surprised you and go, oh, by the way, you're hosting this weekend.
Oh, I
They
certainly
do it to you a
fucking
lot.
I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? It'd be like me and the 3 best compares in
Yeah.
Europe on.
It is, yeah, I know.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, this is my first gig back for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm hosting. So I was like, this is normally a time where I'd go, I'm going to have a couple of pints just to loosen the gears before I go on. And I was like, no, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And I also was like, will I be as good a compere? Will I be as willing to go for stuff and say things? And I didn't notice any difference in that at all. I just felt as sharp, right? I didn't feel any sharper or any blunter.
Yeah.
But my real worry was, normally if gigs go well, that's when I'll go, I'm having a lot of drinks now.
Yeah.
So that was the worry. And so I managed to keep that on the down low.
I can feel that always bubbling up. Like,
But
time
what
to go.
what I did do was, so Milo was down as well,
All right.
doing Troy Hawk, right?
Okay, yeah.
Doing Troy Hawk as if he was going to do anything else. Milo was down doing his new character. He's blacked up.
Jerome Hawk.
Oh man, I'll tell you this in a minute. So he on the first night was like, the staff came in and said, can I get you in a drink? And I was like, could I just get a Coke? And Milo went, have you got an energy drink? Right? And they were like, we don't have we've got an energy drink on tap. And I was like, I've never heard of an energy drink on tap ever. And I started thinking, what how sugary those pipes must be, because I don't imagine many people order it.
Yeah.
So it'll have to be sluiced through quite a bit. Right?
Yeah.
So then he got it and I was like, can I taste that? And it tastes like any other energy drink.
Okay.
And then I was like, do you know what? I'm going to have one of them. Right? So I had one of them. So that's quite nice, actually. So then the next night, when I went in, I was like, can I have a pint of that energy drink on tap? Right? And they were like, you sure? I was like, yeah. So then this is before this is when I arrived. And then at the first break, because Louise Atkinson was on first, at the first break, they came round and went, does everyone all right for drinks? And everyone said, yeah, I'm all right. And I went, another pint of that energy drink, right? And both the member of staff and Pete Selwood and Louise Atkinson went, are you sure? And I went, yeah, it'll be fine. What are you talking about? Oh, absolutely fine, right? Dear reader, it wasn't fine. I got back to the hotel off my fucking tits, right?
Wired?
Like chest pumping. I watched, I got a text, I messaged you, I got in and Bad Boys 2 and Dead Reckoning were on. So I was flicking between them. As soon as Dead Reckoning finished on Channel 4, The Transporter came on. So I was like, well, I'm now watching this. I watched The Transporter. I then rewatched it on +4 straight afterwards as well.
That's just mad talk.
So now we're into 4 in the morning and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, this is horrendous.
Because you didn't, usually as well, a pint like that might even kind of slow you down eventually.
No, it kept the wires firing.
Great, big fun. Why would you watch it? Why would you watch it again? Like, it's a weird enough choice.
I have no idea. At that point, I wasn't thinking anymore.
Okay.
I was just flicking about looking for something else, and I saw +1, and I was like, I can watch. Well, I mean, obviously, you can't watch the full thing again. But I was like, I'll check it. I'll check it the last hour of The Transporter again.
Oh, great! I lasted 4 seconds into Universal Soldier Day of Reckoning. I think it's a Universal Soldier 4.
Oh, Christ.
And I got 2 seconds. Wait, let's just immediately stop. This was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did stupidly in the cinema yesterday? Do you know I had to go to the toilet mostly, right? So I went into it was in Cineworld in fucking Fountain Bridge, and I went up to the Starbucks above it. You know, there's like a Starbucks added, right? I go, can I have a whatever, laddie? But I was like, but can I, while you're making it, can I go to the toilet? And they were like, yeah, no problem. So I go into the toilet. I come out of the toilet. You know, in the toilet little section, sometimes they have like that green release button. Push the green button that releases the door.
Yeah.
Well, right. So I come out and I didn't notice that button. It wouldn't open, but the switch beside it, there's a big switch beside it, and I was sitting there going, it wouldn't work. So I'm just fucking pounding this thing, right? And then after about, I'd say a good 30 seconds of like violently, clearly getting faster and more angry, I noticed that the green switch is actually to the left.
Are you hitting the emergency?
I was hitting something else.
Oh my God.
It wasn't the emergency. It was worse because as soon as it eventually released, I seen a guy clearly just about to let me out. So I've obviously caused enough of a scene. And I walk in, there were about 4 or 5 people half laughing. It was some sort of light switch in that little hall. So what had happened was, like, there's a little tiny hall, but you can see it's so open plan. It would have seen you would have heard the door going. Next thing, like the light just flicking on and off. But the more I think of it, I was actually like increasing the tempo as I got angrier.
Jesus.
So all they would have seen is the door shaking and then the light going. It would have looked like a proper, like, help. And I was sitting there going, what the fuck's this door?
That's amazing, man.
Yeah. I came out and he was laughing at me. He didn't want to say anything. I was like, don't fucking say anything. We had like a standoff while I was putting the coffee in the thing. He was having trouble with the door there. I was like, don't say it.
Do you still have your cinema card?
Oh, yeah.
I gave mine. Cineworld gave mine up.
Why?
Because they've closed the big one in the city centre.
Oh, you're fucked out. The Renfrew Street?
They've closed 2 of them in Glasgow now, something like that. If I've only got one left in it, I've got to drive to a shopping centre to get to it. Fuck that.
No. That's
not worth it anymore.
They're dying. I mean,
they are.
I noticed that, like, Bone Temple was only me in there.
Yeah. That's I mean,
I did go midday on a Monday, but still, nobody in the cinema.
That's a real shame. That'll only get worse as well.
It'll only get worse.
Now that Netflix is buying up movie studios, that'll only...
And you know, and they're just...
There was a thing where...
They're kind of made for the screen. Like, even The Rip last night is made. It's good, though. It's a good version.
It'd be great to see it on the... Aye.
But, like, so much of the shite. Like, aye. I noticed as well, there's two fucking actors who are going to be superstars now all of a sudden. They're two out of nowhere, had two massive films. Well, Tiana Taylor's in The Rip,
Yeah.
you know, and she was massive in One Battle After Another. And I hated her in it. She was good, but I fucking wanted to kill her.
Okay.
And then Jessie Buckley, that Irish actress,
Oh, aye.
she just fucking landed in out of nowhere in that
Yeah.
Hamnet
Hamnet.
shit. And what's that other one she's now? The Bride with Christian Bale.
All right.
That looks terrible, but she's just the lead with Christian Bale. Like, where the fuck did she come out of?
I didn't know the story of Hamnet.
I don't
Right.
know either.
So it's a Shakespeare thing, right? So Shakespeare's son
just
was
Hamlet.
called Hamnet. And that's what they called their son, right?
Hamlet
So-
Shakespeare.
Aye, Hamnet Shakespeare, right? And then William Shakespeare Senior,
Billy.
he goes off to, and this is before he's written Hamlet, because he as far as I'm aware, he writes Hamlet as a tribute to Hamnet, right? Because Hamnet, his son, while he's away trying to make his career as a playwright, goes down to London. He dies, right? But because there's no way of knowing, he has no fucking idea that his son's died. Comes back from this tour to find out that he's missed the funeral and everything. It's horrendous.
That's so funny. And God, back in the day was harsh.
But yeah, you don't that it kind of shocked me, because I was like, fuck yeah, if you were away, like even because then I was trying to think, how would word get to me before phones? Sorry, how would word get to you?
You need to know someone that's staying
Yeah.
at a certain place for a letter and there for a certain amount of
Yeah,
time. Not
like,
really.
So take this right. Say we are at altitude this year,
Yeah.
right? We're there for a week, right? This is, the phones don't exist,
Yeah.
right? Wi-Fi and the internet doesn't exist. So we're going to altitude in, say, 1992,
Okay.
right? One of our relatives, one of our close, so I'm talking mother or father, brother or sister, dies
Yeah.
while we're there.
All of them. Let's just live out the fantasy.
Right, there's a massive fact, right? Eugene, right, has caused a huge blaze, right? Whatever harebrained Acme fucking Looney Tunes scheme he's up to that week,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
He's making his own liquor in the bath,
Yeah.
right? He sets fire to the bar, whatever barn you live in. I don't know.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
The entire Cullen. So your brother and sister are back for some reason as well.
Okay. Yeah.
So all four of them perish.
Okay.
You don't find out till you go back.
Yeah. Hungover.
I don't think you find out till you go back to Ireland.
Yeah, because nobody would even.
Who the fuck's telling you here?
And nobody's going to. But yeah, they wouldn't even know where I live here. Yeah.
So but they would be the same.
But yeah,
I'm trying to wonder how I would like if my mum, dad, brother and sister all died in a fire while I was in altitude. You certainly wouldn't hear it about it then,
yeah.
right?
That's why I'm laughing. So
I
much.
don't know how I would hear about it, because I don't have any grandparents. I'm fairly certain the neighbours would have no idea how to contact me.
Yeah.
Do the police contact you?
I presume they do, but at
As
the
a
same
next
time,
of kin?
they would try and sort you out somehow.
Yeah.
But they'd just ask around, you know who the fucker is, and we'll try
Yeah.
and get to him. But then they'll probably be like, meh.
But I don't think in 1992, Donegal policeman is going to be bothered getting in touch
No.
with the Innsbruck
I don't think they even
constabulary.
do. They have phones now, and I don't think they bother. So
Yeah.
yeah. No,
So-
Innsbruck, no, not at all.
So you got a feel for Shakespeare in that?
Do you know there was that movie? You ever see Black 45?
No.
It's about the famine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it happened to a lot of Irish people because, you know, if you're Irish, you got brought up to fight for the British Army.
Yeah.
So they send you off to fucking wherever, Van Diemen's, wherever. They send you off to wherever the fuck they were at that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what would happen is they wouldn't know that the famines happened.
Right.
So they would have no idea the Brits have done that. You're fighting for them. You come back.
Shit.
You're fighting for the British Army. You come back. And in Black 45, he comes back and his house isn't there and his family are all dead.
Right.
Like everybody's gone. Because
Jesus.
everything's a fighting. And he was like, what? Why did nobody? Why? Because how would you know? Again, he's been gone like 6-7 years. Famine's already happened. So he just lands back in Ireland and it's gone. And he's spots the thing. Well, that's a good one. That's a revenge one. He just goes hunts down like.
That sounds great,
He
actually.
goes and hunts down some landowners.
That sounds
Some
great.
British landowners. It's
Like Zizou.
Sounds class. It's all right.
Aye.
Some great scenes.
That
but
sounds great. Why is it called Black 45?
1845.
1845, is that the...
1845 is when the famine was
right.
it was black.
Do you reckon in Ireland and your victim mentality that you have, do you reckon you could like correlate any film we've done and somehow make it about the fucking famine? I think you could.
You bound to. I think I'd. Yeah.
That's like the time,
Yeah.
and then
Even
spin
the
some
Matrix
kind of
is in a
yarn.
green tint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green filter. Definitely Irish.
Yeah.
The Wachowskis are from
There's an Irish name if ever I heard one.
the brothers slash sisters.
What's the deal with them?
They're both sisters now.
They're
Were
both.
brothers.
They've both.
I do.
Trans.
They're both trans. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how that works, but what I do find really funny, and it's quite cancelable, is the fact it's very funny that he transitioned and then made the Matrix shit.
Wait a minute. So they transitioned in between making Matrix films?
They transitioned after the third and went on and made the new one as the sisters. That's the first two sisters, and it was terrible.
I see.
It's so funny. You're like, oh, for God's sake, you've set everyone back.
Yeah.
That,
But that great Gervais bit with Caitlyn Jenner, where like that's when she became a woman, she became a bad driver.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Did you see what was the other two things I wanted to? Oh yeah.
I know one of them you're going to talk
What?
about. You're bound to talk about Romeo. Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Whatever one
Aye, that's one of them. We'll do that in a minute. Have you seen that? Right, here's another. Right, I've realised how much. If you watch one video now, it will just give you hundreds of videos about that. So I watched one video of that wee fucking get together that Andrew Tate had with all those fucking weirdos.
Oh, I didn't get this.
Oh Jesus! Have you not seen a clip where it's like him? Some other, I don't even know.
All those.
He's
Manosphere.
he's the only one I knew.
Okay, but you know their
But there's a
faces.
guy called, is it Justin Waller or something like that? There's a guy called Clavicular, who's some fucking retard. First time I said that on this podcast. Some fucking arsehole that he takes meth to keep slim. And he's had like jaw reconstruction to give himself the perfect kind of look.
Oh God, one of these twats.
It's fucking. There's a video of them. So they all go to this club, and who's that guy? That guy that was he's not a politician, but he was on Piers
Shapiro
Morgan's things. No, he's not Shapiro. Nah, I won't get it.
I know the general area of the people you're talking about. Anyway.
Tate's brother's there as well.
Aye. God, what a terrible look.
Tate's brother, who bizarrely looks more bald than Tate because his hair's so thin.
Yeah, just got it.
It's just like, take the leap, my man, because this looks awful.
Yeah. Don't be getting me man stuff.
No, exactly.
And then cling on.
Yeah, it looks like the bottom of a candy floss maker. You know, like just this wispy shit that nestles on top of his dome.
Yeah.
They're all sitting, they go to a club, which is embarrassing enough because nobody's talking to each other. And they're all standing there in suits. And fucking Tate's about 46 or whatever he is, right? Hanging about with these fucking kids that are 19. And then they're all in a limo. I think a limo or a Hummer or something on the way back. And one of them puts on the N-word Heil Hitler Kanye song. And they're all singing along to that, thinking it's fucking hilarious and doing Nazi salutes and stuff. And it's just the most homoerotic thing you will ever see in your life.
I love the way. I love the way you did explain all that, and then you're about to go. It's one of the most racist one of the most homoerotic.
Yeah. Makes me sick. There's a really weird bit where one of them's got their girlfriend on their knee because they've all got to get these women hanging about that are clearly Eastern European prostitutes.
Yeah, he's done for sex trafficking. Yeah.
And one of them's sitting and she's like going, I would consider myself an 8, and I fucking see
Yeah,
this was never a thing when I was growing up. Nobody was ever scored, right? But this is like a proper thing now. We know people that go on about, oh, she's an 8. Fuck up, shut up.
I hate fellow 9s.
Wankers.
Anybody that says they're an 8 as well is a wanker.
Yeah, go
Even
all
though
in. See ya.
Unless you're saying 10, you better be saying 6.
Yeah, I don't reckon. Right, well, I'll do that in a minute. But she's sitting. So she's clearly gone out with one of these gimps, right? And she's sitting talking to one of these arseholes, and she's saying, "I reckon I'd be about 8." And this fucking moron goes, "No, what you are is a thirsty 7, and you're sitting on a 10's knee talking about the dude." And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is like language I've never heard in my life. Nobody talks like this. Especially not groups of pals with each other. At what point would I purposefully slag off a woman by calling you handsome? This is how men work. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It would be the complete opposite. It would be, it's like, get off that ugly fucker's
Why
knee.
in God's name are you anywhere near him? You are stunning. Why are you?
You ugly fucking
But they almost take pride in not being interested in women.
Yeah.
To the point where you go, well, how gay are all you people?
Yeah.
Like, because you're complimenting each other constantly. You only hang about with each other. You're massively into looking at your absolute best, right?
Just come out.
And you do not want to fraternize with women in the slightest. You hate women.
Yeah.
Like,
it just makes sense now the way
you're not even like a good gay person. You're not even like a normal gay person.
Yeah.
You're some fucking mutated hybrid of a gay man now. Where you're so gay.
So gay and closeted.
Women physically detest you. That's how gay you are now.
I don't know how gay do you have to be for women to detest you.
Like, it's fucking mad. Like, to actually hate women so much because of how gay you are.
Yeah.
The sheer thought of women makes you physically sick.
That's why they call it the manosphere.
Anosphere.
Are you part of the anosphere?
Oh.
Yeah, that's like, you know, that guy that I know one of the guys, it's probably the guy you're talking about. He always has podcasts. He always has like 4 OnlyFans women at the other side of his podcast.
Oh, no, it's not him. I know who he is.
I hate that guy because he's always just like, he tries to just put people on the spot.
But he goads them.
He'd be like an 18-year-old fucking OnlyFans one. He'd be sitting there going like, do you not have anything to fucking live for?
Yeah.
Do you think it's pathetic that you're sitting there filming your fanny for likes? And I'm like, I'd rather see her fanny than listen to that guy chat. That's just bullying
young women. Yeah, that's all he does. He bullies young women. Yeah,
and his points are always so boring and shite. Yeah. And it's one of those things where they think that you know, like if he catches them, you can catch someone in a debate or a thing, and it doesn't mean you're right. That's it. He's like, it's over.
Yeah.
That's like that woman. Remember, she completely destroyed that dude.
That
was my favorite because he tried it. And then I immediately went off the fucking hook.
Yeah.
What did you talk about my wife? And I was like, oh, she's won.
Do you reckon you've ever seen someone who, if you were to take that scoring scale, I don't think I have ever seen either an absolute person who's a 10 scores 10 or someone who scores 1. I don't think I've ever seen someone that is so stunningly like, I reckon, like, we talk about, like, I reckon Johansson's top, like, absolute, like, Champions League.
No.
Right? And Ana de Armas
Europa
is up there, Champions League.
Yeah.
Right? Diaz in this film, Champions League.
Yeah.
I don't think they are flawless.
Yeah.
There'll be something. Right?
Yeah.
But I also don't think I've ever seen someone so disgustingly ugly and unattractive and just can't even, you know, like so ugly, your eyes actually hurt looking at them. Like fucking Medusa ugly. Like even mirrors are like that. Come on here.
Yeah.
This isn't fair. I don't think I've ever seen someone that desperately horrendous.
You should spend time with your kids, mate. No, but no. No, I do agree. Yeah. Do you know, like, you could never do it too. Sure, Milo's a handsome chap. Will try Hawk, and I just give him dog's abuse.
I think he's aging.
I keep telling him. I'm trying to give him a complex of some sort. I keep saying that if you look, if you look for more than like 2 seconds at Milo, everything just starts coming wrong. And he's like, what do you mean? I go, everything's just slightly off. One eye's a little bit higher than the other. You know, there's a little bit higher on the left side, your skull. And he'd be like, what? I'll just be making it up as I go.
Do you know what annoys me about hanging out with someone like Milo? Right? I noticed this, especially when we were talking to some of the staff at the club at the weekend, right? It genuinely wouldn't matter how pleasant or how polite or how charming I was to anyone. They will always prefer to talk to him.
That's so miserable, Mike.
And literally, I noticed this, right? That whenever we would ask for something or check something, or they'd come in and check timings and all that kind of stuff, all Milo had, because Milo's, I find, quite rude. He gets away with no, he is, but he doesn't need to. Like, I was, because I wasn't drinking as well, I was like being as polite and as interested in people and listening and questioning and asking people things as I possibly could. And then at one point I realised Milo had just gone, cheers, but had smiled at her. And it was almost like he'd fucking taken his cock out and gone, huh? Like, literally the sheer heart, the sheer melting that you see women do when the guy just flashes a smile at them, and you go, I can't. It doesn't matter. You can pretend that looks aren't the main thing as much as you want. Yeah. I have just witnessed it with my own eyes. I could have gone to charm school. I could write books on this fucking shit.
Yeah.
I could have a PhD in how charming, polite, and friendly I am.
University.
Yeah. But I will never compete with that because the aesthetic of that is far more important. Just admit it.
Okay, right. Yeah, it's a bleak view of the world, but probably true.
Yeah,
it's certainly true of Hollywood.
Yeah, and then I had to sit with them. Right, this is I'm dunking on Milo. I love Milo to bits, but we went to
Milo is our friend. There's
for avoidance of doubt here.
Yeah, we're going to his 50th.
Yeah, thanks very much for paying for all that as well. Yeah, another.
I'm going to message him straight away. I'm like, listen to this podcast, by the way.
This is us. I think this is the last we'll get of friends paying for. I don't think we have any other friends who would pay for entire holidays.
I would never. There is, unless the amount of money I'd have to win.
I would if I had it.
Exactly, but I mean.
Oh, but that's not. They're out of.
I'm not.
They're in him and Sloss are in a different sphere.
Smoking jacket.
No.
You know, if someone gets raped, I'm not doing a show about it.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. No. I wouldn't trade in my dignity like those two have. Yeah, my God, no. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to have to sell out some amount of Blackfriars to get that, to fucking... To pay for a holiday.
I've got principles, for fuck's sake.
I might pay for you to come from Glasgow to Edinburgh.
Yeah. Jesus, I'll buy you a pint. I'm not fucking... I'm paying for a yacht. But so we went for a curry after the gig, right? Yeah,
sorry, that's weird.
I think that's a good thing. That's a cool thing to do.
I suppose if you're not drinking, it is. But okay, yeah, all right. You know, it's good.
I like late night meals.
So do I. Yeah.
I think it's almost it's a very filmic thing to do.
What do you mean?
You know, if you get that kind of fantasy in your head of like Goodfellas and Sopranos, that's the kind of shit they would do.
Yeah.
Like, it's 11. Where are we going to go? Let's go to a restaurant and eat.
Yeah.
It's a fucking good thing to do. It's a very American thing as well, right?
Yeah.
But like Indians and curry houses are mostly the only places you'll get open because you're not going to get a fucking restaurant. So we went to this curry house and it was really good. And the guy's coming over, right? And he asked us what we want. And I get a lamb boona, right? A standard curry I get.
Boona matata.
Milo asks for can I get a prawn fowl, right? And I've never even heard of this fucking shit, right? And the guy's like, no, sorry.
And he said this, sorry. He put this into the group, the prawn fowl, yeah.
So he said, no, a fowl. So no, we don't have fowl. And he's like, what do you mean you don't have, like, getting uppity with the guy? What do you mean you don't have a fowl? I always order a fowl. Right, I always order a fowl.
English.
He's like, sorry, no. And he's like, can you just ask the guy? Ask the guy.
I'm going to fucking like
pointing. So by this point, I'm almost paying reparations to this fucking guy. Like, I'm really sorry about this. He's pointing at the kitchen. Just ask the guy to make a fowl.
Yeah.
And the guy says, no, it's traditional Indian restaurant. So Milo's fucking, oh, well. And he's like, well, what's the... And then I'm like, oh, for fuck's... And then, as if it couldn't get any worse, it's like having a curry with a fucking guy that does Bosch, right? Where he goes, well, what's the hottest one you have? And I'm like, oh my God, please, just kill me now. I'm first going to start drinking again now, right now. Yeah. What's the hottest one you have? Oh, it'll be a chicken madras. So he says, could I get a prawn madras then? It's like, yeah, sure.
What's he trying to do to his arsehole? The hottest prawn
and then he
meal?
says, but can you tell the chef to make it really hot?
Yeah.
Like, you know those...
I'm not your regular white guy.
Yes. Like fucking Drexel in True Romance, right?
Yeah.
Do you know those tits that go in and go, can I get the curry that the staff would order?
Yeah.
You must have something that you would get. Like it's almost like when you go into a news agent and you're into extreme pornography.
Yeah.
Can you give me the stuff under the counter?
Oh, God.
Can I get an under the counter curry because I'm so unwhite?
Yeah.
I can take fucking anything. So he's like that to the guy. Can you tell me make it extra hot? Extra hot. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then the minute I was like, what was it you weren't getting there about the fact that fowl clearly isn't an Indian dish? Immediately looked it up. It was a Bangladeshi dish. It's a Bangladeshi dish created in a Bangladeshi curry house to satisfy the needs of people that think they can take hot curries.
It's
something that people from Bangladesh created because they were tired of twats like you coming in and going, give me the hottest thing they've got. So they went, we're going to make this incredibly inedible mush of shite that isn't flavoursome or delightful or tasty in any way, just so you can go away and go, I ate the hottest thing on the menu.
It's the most British thing I've ever heard in my life. He actually wrote this in.
It's a very English thing.
He actually...
Let's not go British, English.
Yeah, I'll go English, yes, right. He actually brought this up because it's at midnight, right? He wrote, I just had a curry with Nelson. He's on good form. We did some damage, but the guy I ordered fucking hated me. And I go, why?
He did.
He goes, well, I asked for a fowl. Dude said this is an Indian restaurant. I'm perplexed because I thought it was a curry you could ask for. And I was like, you managed to insult someone racially while trying to order a curry. Right? And he's wrote it and like, it's a spicy curry known as fowl, but it's not a traditional English dish. And I said it's like landing into Rome and asking for a frozen Goodfellas pizza, right? So he starts getting fucking angry. He goes, seriously, I'm asked then for the spiciest madras they could do. He just gave me a regular madras. And I was like, oh, mad, I'm so sorry. How's your fucking night? Absolute dog's abuse then he obviously got. But I can't eat madras, by the way, because madra in Ireland means dog.
All right. So how you saying it? Madras? Madras?
Sorry, I'm doing Irish madras.
All right. Sorry.
So Madras.
Right, okay.
That's why, but I keep calling them Madras. It would be a bad start. In Irish means dogs, so like a dog curry. Just
but yes, this guy did hate him.
Yeah.
And then I felt I kept having to apologise. And then the guy brought me the wrong curry, so I spat in his face. took the heat off Milo.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
Just give me a regular madras. I'm like, fuck, I'd just eat off the menu, you piece of shit. It's midnight as well.
I mean, to be fair to him, he wolfed it down without any...
That's because he said it wasn't spicy.
Aye, but it's still the spiciest curry you can get.
Aye,
I couldn't have done a madras. Madras. I probably could, but I wouldn't have enjoyed it.
No. Aye.
I don't get... Food shouldn't hurt.
Well, I do agree with that. I don't like ciabatta for that reason.
You don't like, that really hard bread? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like, this hurts. Why am I bleeding?
Aye.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. Why?
Yeah,
there's other rolls.
Yeah. Steak sandwich would be great if it was on different bread than this. You keep giving me it on rock solid bread that I'm chipping off.
A completely fair point.
I don't mind madras. I've had vindaloo before and I went, this is horrible. This is just pointless.
Yeah.
I'm bald now, so it just sweats.
Aye.
And you're dripping. Like that dude from Airplane.
Yeah.
I keep ordering anytime we're ordering a curry here. See if I order it on Just Eat. Anytime I order one for Daniel, because Daniel keeps ordering karma, right? And I keep giving him such homophobic abuse all over. I think it's most pathetic, right?
Aye.
And then I kept, every time he orders one now, I keep asking in the special requirements, do they have a little thing of yogurt? Can I have a little tub of yogurt?
Amazing.
The chance I go, because the karma's too spicy. Can I have a little bit of yogurt? They never bring the yogurt.
That's absolutely brilliant.
I'm like, where's my yogurt?
Do you know what's a pointless food that hurts? Pork crackling.
Oh, I've only had that once. I've only ever had it once in my life.
Utterly pointless. See, the only enjoyable bit is, and it will only, for me, it only is enjoyable for about 10 seconds, is just soaking it. Like soaking the fat on it.
Oh.
Right? But at no point, I broke a part of my tooth once, and there used to be a great takeaway kind of thing that used to go to festivals, and it was like like this fucking roasted pork, like pork suckling, like pig over a fire, and then you just get this hot pork roll, right? Okay. But then they'd go, would you want crackling? And they'd go, and you go, yeah. But then within a couple of bites, you're like, it's fucking crackling out of my roll. Why in God's? It's like, what can I get you? Oh, can I get a chicken burger, please? Yeah. Would you like a slice of slate on top of that as well? Right. So you've got to bite. Would you like to bite through concrete before you get to the actual juiciness stuff? Yeah, I would actually. Can I get a Big Mac? But can you put a pane of glass in between the two burgers, please? Because I need something to slice my mouth apart while I'm eating this. Fucking.
I told you about the time the woman threw a sandwich at me when I was working in the hotel. She was so mad. It was an accident.
Right.
She thought I was being a sarky bastard. Right? Which is, good thing, but it was actually genuine, right?
Yeah.
She came up to me in the hotel, Camden Court Hotel, and I was working in the lobby, and she goes, she had the steak sandwich open, and she goes, or whatever sandwich it was, and she starts going like, what's this? What the fuck's this? But she's pointing at a hair, clearly, in the sandwich, but I can't see the hair. Yeah, I can't see the hair. I was like, what? You didn't say no gherkins, is what I said. So she thought, you sarky fucking bastard, chucked it over the thing. I was like,
Jesus Christ.
I had no idea what the fuck she was talking about. But the problem is, then, I was always almost sacked from there.
Yeah.
There's like 7 times my manager had to go up and beg for my job.
Yeah.
For incidents like this.
Aye.
So straight away they're like, Ryan, what if you fucked it up? I go, I swear I just didn't see the hand. I was like, you didn't say anything about gherkins. She exploded. I think she was having a bad day.
Aye. But also I can understand, like, it is one of the most rationally childish things to get upset about a hair being in your food, because we are hairy creatures. You're being served by someone who descended. But even any hair.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? You could be as bald as a baby's sack, right, on the head, but there's still going to be some elements of hair, because you're being served by an ape. Essentially, right? You're being served by an evolved ape. There's going to be hairs cutting about, be it they've fallen off your arm, they've fallen out your ears, right? So hairs are going to
hair falling out your ears.
That's an extreme. Fucking hairy ears. What'd you say there? Can't hear you because of my hairy ears. But at the same time, even though it is childish to get so upset about it, it is one of the most disgusting things that will ever happen to you. To find someone else's hair in your vicinity in any way, in the bath, on a bit of soap, on a toothbrush, on your tongue. It's horrible. But at the same time, it's always that kind of thing where people go, you find a hair on a sandwich or a hair in a soup or something like that, and you go, that is fucking disgusting. I can't even look at that. I can't even, like, for example, right, here's how bizarre it is, right? For a good while, I didn't eat bacon for ages, because one day I had a bacon roll in Glasgow, and I like crispy bacon, right? And this was I hate the fat on bacon. I hate it.
That's just.
I know some people eat it when it's white. Fucking disgusting.
I cannot eat it when it's white. When it has to be fairly cooked the fat, I love it.
Aye.
But there is a level. Otherwise, I'm like, ugh.
If it's crispy,
Rubbery.
crispy, I'm delighted.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
This wasn't. This was rubbery, right? Wet, fucking right.
yeah,
so I'm biting into this bacon roll, right? The rest of the bacon was fine. Biting the bacon roll, and I love the bacon roll, right? But started swallowing it, but there's a bit of the rind, right, that gets caught in my throat, and because it's this big long stringy thing, essentially it's like I'm like a fucking.
I get it.
I'm
It's
like
horrible.
I'm like a bulimic, right? So I'm like right. So it's
I don't
constantly.
think anybody believes you're a bulimic.
No. For that one day, I was a bulimic. But it's making me gag constantly to the point where I had to go to the toilet and fish it out of my throat.
Ah, fuck it. I got to
Right,
puke.
and it was horrible. See, but that's the thing, right? But when you
it's
look at
horrible.
that, when you look at that rationally, right,
That would throw me off bacon rolls
so
immediately.
at that point, I was like, this is one of the worst days I've had this year. I've been gagging. I felt so sick. I've made everyone else around me sick, right? And now I'm not going to eat bacon
That is
for a long while,
yeah,
right? It
that's
put me
fair.
off bacon, right? One day at tea in the park, right? I dropped drugs on the floor of a Portaloo and still tanned them off the floor of the Portaloo. And at no point did I gag. At no point did I make anyone. When I told people, "Oh, that nice," at no point did I make anyone else sick. I didn't have to fish something out. I wasn't standing retching. I didn't go. Do you know what? I'm off everything for years now.
Yeah.
Never gave it a second thought. Just dropped it on the floor and went, "Well, it looks like I'm now doing drugs off the floor of a toilet."
Great. I mean,
The
I don't know,
difference.
yeah, that's hilarious. It makes no fucking.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah,
Big fan.
yeah. Right, we do the film.
Oh, yeah, very quickly, though, just because I feel like I have to get it out of my system.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry, yeah.
What is Romeo Beckham's.
Brooklyn.
Oh, I keep getting the wrong one.
I think Romeo's, is he the second son?
I don't know. Romeo Brooklyn and what, Cruz?
Is it?
Is it Cruz Beckham?
Well, so
it
they are
true?
named after where they were conceived. So
Yeah.
yes, so Brooklyn conceived in a hotel near Brooklyn. Romeo
Yeah, there's Cruz.
conceived near the what's it called?
In a
The
place.
Colosseum
Yeah, okay.
in Rome, and Cruz was conceived on top of the star of Mission Impossible.
But he was there the whole time. Yeah.
I'm assuming if like it can't have been the Beckhams won't go on a cruise, will they? Maybe he was conceived at sea,
Maybe
and
it's
that's
his-
why they're
his
taking
own
cruise.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So, yeah.
couldn't call him Boat Beckham.
No,
Boaty McBoatface Beckham.
Ferry Beckham.
Very Beckham. Yeah.
So yeah, he
Canoe.
he came out with a statement.
Yeah, I read the statement. What the main part that is highlighted for everyone, that it seems like he's implying that his family is meddling too much into his affairs, and when he went to get his first dance and his wedding, he wants to redo his wedding
This is the big bit, yeah.
because his mother, Victoria Spice,
Posh Spice.
yes, has what I got from it is giving him, like, instead of their first dance, his mother came on and just gave him a lap dance or something.
It's implied.
That's what it's implied.
I can't remember the exact wording, but it is something.
That's what it does imply, though. That's the first thing you think, at least.
First of all, genuinely psychopathic behaviour. Well, first of all, before that, not surprised in the slightest.
No.
I've always thought David Beckham's a piece of shit.
Okay.
Right? I don't think there's anything that can. So what is it, right? So, cheated on her very publicly with that woman that wanked off the pig,
That's right.
right? Rebecca Lewis.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, I
Cheated
forget.
on her. Then the amount of stuff he did for like the Qatar kind of thing, right? And to rise that high in FIFA and stuff, as we know from Rio Ferdinand, you need to be a dick anyway.
Yeah.
What's always annoyed me the most about David Beckham is the sheer neediness and fucking grasping to get knighted.
Oh, jeez,
It
there's something.
sickens me.
Maybe that just might be an Irish thing in me, but I just.
No, it's not.
Do you know who puts me off about that? Gary Oldman.
Is Gary Oldman knighted, is he?
Oh, he's fucking.
Is he Sir Gary
he's
Oldman now?
And he's gagging for it too for years, and I'm always just like, oh, I just pretend to.
There's always a lot of respect when you find out people have turned it down.
Oh, I
Particularly, like Bowie turned it down.
good.
Then Bowie fucked kids.
Yeah, so
John Lennon turned it down. Lennon beat women.
yeah. I bet you would find out spaces like
Savile turned it down.
Savile turned it down. Both. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
Right, let's see
Who's turned it down?
celebrities
Fidel
who
Castro.
have turned down a knighthood.
I don't know, like people with royal families, knighthoods, and knighthood even by word. I'm like, can you get with
Right, here we go.
literal times?
Right, right. So to do a chewing the fat thing, you have to say good guy or wank.
Okay,
Right, Bowie,
he's a wank, but we'll go.
wank. Danny Boyle turned down a knighthood.
Did he? Legend. I was going to be. I thought I was going to be hurt there.
Good guy.
Really like Danny Boyle.
Boyle.
Yeah. Good film. Bone Temple's good too.
Roald Dahl. Good
Oh,
guy.
Is he? Yeah.
Good guy. Racist.
Is he?
Massively racist, apparently,
Okay.
but good guy.
Right.
John Cleese.
I hated that his name's not Ronald Dahl.
Ronald Dahl.
Yes, what it should be. Not Roald.
But it's a Danish name.
Yeah, but it's fuck off.
Ronald Dahl. I don't think he'd have got as successful if he was called Ronald Dahl.
Roald.
I'm not reading the BFG by Ronald Dahl.
Okay, right.
Fuck
fair.
off.
Yeah.
Um,
Sounds like something.
see, a lot of these people, until we get to the end, a lot of these people are not great people.
Okay, right.
So Bowie, we've already said, has got darkness in him. I don't know much. I don't think there's anything bad about Danny Boyle, to be honest.
No.
Seems fairly squeaky clean. Roald Dahl, fucking the books are unsurpassable, incredible. But I think he is. I think, as far as I know, I think he's racist. John Cleese,
Prick.
genius,
Fucking wank.
but has become a bit of a prick.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking.
Oh, that's one you would have been safe.
If we'd have talked about this 3 years ago, Hawking passes with flying colours.
Yeah.
Now, woo.
I love it. It was like, yeah, cheating bastard. I was
Yeah.
like, more the island.
Yeah, I'm surprised Hawkins turned down anything.
Yeah.
Paul Weller turned one down.
Okay.
Paul Weller's a bit of a grumpy
I
bastard,
hear
but
he's
I'll
just
give.
grumpy.
Aye.
That's fine. I'll
Aye.
get with that. That's fine.
John Lennon.
We can't put banging kids and grumpy in the same.
No.
Right? Yeah.
So John Lennon, obviously the wife beating
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
wife cheating. But here's where Lennon falls down, because he did accept an MBE,
Okay.
but he returned it when he refused the knighthood.
Okay, sure.
So,
maybe we'll just say he learned. Along the
Albert
way.
Finney, fine.
Who's Albert Finney again?
He's an actor.
I know his name, but I can't think of it.
He did a lot of stage stuff.
Okay.
Albert Finney, how would you know Albert Finney?
I do know his name, and I can't think
He's
of it.
I'm pretty sure he's in not Barton Fink, Miller's Crossing.
Okay, I have seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Peter O'Toole, class. Just a fucking massive drunk.
We're fine with that.
So brilliant. Yeah. Nigella Lawson, one of the most stunning women ever,
What is this
ever
Nigella
created.
Lawson thing?
Awesome.
What is that? I
What
think
a
this
woman.
is by no means am I saying this person isn't very good looking, but why the fuck is it? Is it just something within British people?
She could be like a Bond girl. I'm
I
telling
feel
you.
like what if you're from Northern Ireland, Scotland, England, or Wales? Nigella Lawson just seems to do things to people.
Right.
I think it's like I don't know what it is, but it's just it drives you mad.
Yeah.
And people go feral for Nigella Lawson.
That's fair enough. And then that Benjamin Zephaniah,
I know
what's his name?
I don't know.
He's a poet. Sorry, I'm saying his name wrong. Don French Jennifer Saunders turned one, declined OBEs. And Rudyard Kipling.
The boy that makes the little bakewell tarts.
Yep. Yep. One of the greatest engineers in all of history made the wee tarts.
Mr. Kipling.
Right, let's go. Most disappointing people.
You can't. It's such a subjective one to type in. The most
To
subjective.
accept a knighthood. McCartney.
Yeah, fucking. Well, that's not disappointing to me. Like,
There's some bad ones here. Like,
yeah.
so Jagger
Yeah.
is disappointing. McCartney's disappointing. Billy Connolly's very disappointing.
Yeah, you think you'd have a bit more.
That is,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not good. Aye. Oh well.
That's why you got Parkinson's. Fucking deserved. Of all podcasts, there's so many people.
Christ.
There's so many people even on the
I'm
people.
distancing myself. This is the most I am distancing myself from anything you have ever said on this podcast.
Just because he accepted it. I was like, I hope he dies. Billy's still doing well, isn't he? He's like fucking 117 or something.
I don't know if he's in his 90s yet, but
Either way.
but yeah, it's fucking bizarre. I'm assuming she did give a. I don't know if I think a lap dance would be too far.
It's good enough that he kept writing.
Yeah.
She fucking humiliated.
Yeah, it's like I was saying. First of all, the idea, even if it was a perfectly executed 4/10s on Strictly Viennese waltz that she did with Brooklyn Beckham, it is still massively out of order and beyond psychopathic to do the first dance at your son's wedding with him.
Yeah.
Like that. But to then turn it into a sexual dance is beyond the pale.
I love it.
It's so weird.
Imagine being at the fucking thing. You'd be like, it's the Beckhams, so do we say anything here?
I know. See, I'm wondering if... See, I think, because folk were like, would there be footage of this?
Bosh space.
There will be footage. Like, the wedding will have been filmed, but there won't be...
Yeah.
When did they get... So they would have got married pre-mobile phones all with cameras on them, I imagine.
Yeah.
So maybe they get married, say about 98 or something like that, maybe?
I don't know, yeah. Something
So
like that.
Spice Girls' height was
Heat
90...
magazine, whatever they didn't take pictures of.
Spice Girls' height was 96. When did
Okay.
Beckham go to Real?
I don't know. Maybe 2003 or something.
Right, so they're definitely married by then.
Beckham to Real. No, yeah.
I mean, we could just... Rather than try to work out, you could just Google when did the Beckhams get married.
Oh, yeah. when did the Beckhams...
How will we piece this mystery together? Find out when Mama by the Spice Girls was #1, because I'm fairly certain they were married then.
The whole world at your fingertips. 4th of July, 1999.
1999, that's when they get married.
Yeah.
Right, that is pre...
Yeah.
I didn't have the mobile I had at uni did not have a camera on it.
No.
Certainly not a video camera.
No, sellotape did.
Right, so
Yeah.
So there's going to be no guest footage at it, I reckon.
No.
There'll be an official video, but that's never going to get released. And I don't know, I reckon that's the kind of thing that if you're a guest at the Beckham's marriage, you've signed an NDA that you're not allowed to talk about it.
Okay.
So I don't think we'll ever find out exactly what dance it was.
Now, I only ever hear about NDAs about when it's either a rapist or DiCaprio banging someone.
Yeah.
You know, he does that weird
Ryan
thing.
Giggs, that was the first time I ever heard about an NDA, was Ryan Giggs.
Yeah.
When he shagged his brother's
yeah,
wife.
Yeah. The DiCaprio one's the one with the, the DiCaprio one when he bangs someone.
Is DiCaprio not about...
You can't. He puts on a podcast. You know all the people like you sign an NDA. You go into him like some model because then DiCaprio has got like an eye mask on and has a podcast going, and you just bang him and then sign an NDA and leave.
Is that right? He asked people to sign an NDA before he shags them. That's incredible. Let's start doing that to Amy.
Tell nobody.
Don't say a word about this to anyone.
We're married.
I've got the law behind me now as well. It's cost a fortune.
Sure, she mentions to anybody.
Why can't you go on holiday this year? 'Cause Mark spent all his money on NDAs. I don't know what an NDA is. Let's find out.
Yeah, I presume it's going to be like, depending on what the actual thing you're trying to silence is.
Yeah, there must be levels.
Because what's the super injunctions basically at even more? So that sounds even more.
Oh no, that was NDA fees for the National Defence Academy.
But
non-disclosure agreement.
But the fact that he puts on a podcast and pretends they aren't there
starts from £149.
That's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm going to get so many NDAs.
So £149 to £299, but in most cases it'll cost £400.
I'm going to get
for a non-disclosure agreement.
Can you get an NDA, like a super injunction that means nobody's allowed to mention I'm bald ever, and I could sue you? That
you could.
I don't know if that's like.
But then you'd need to get every single person that you meet to sign it.
Easy.
But then how? So say right? Here's a hypothetical.
And by the way, fuck the mask. No,
Chris and I were really fucking...
We'll get to the mask anyway.
See,
There's too much going on at the moment.
see if I had a really shit Edinburgh, right? And every single night you had to sign an NDA, but you weren't allowed to tell anyone whether it was good or not. How much would I have to pay?
Do I
have to pay for the NDA for every single person, or do I have to pay for every single show? Or
I presume
what?
it's every. Oh, show might work too. Yeah, actually, I presume it's every person.
It must be, because you can't.
Yeah,
because I would do that. Like, I would, 400 quid. So
That's
400. So I could either take out an
but that
ad.
is got to be like, I don't want anyone to let you know how good this is.
A postage stamp
Yeah.
article in the list would be about 400 quid.
Okay.
Or for 400 quid, every single person that comes into my show has to sign something, and they can't tell anyone whether it's good or not. Fucking genius.
Okay.
Because word would spread.
But you have to say, you'd want to see how bad it is.
You'd want to see it's either so good
Would you,
that you cannot comprehend,
You know
or
what?
it's so shite. And then people would come in and they'd just get a usual show that I do, which is, it's all right.
I would love to just do it for it. I don't think I've ever had to sign an NDA.
I have.
Have you? What was that?
I had to sign.
I was at an island once.
It was 9/11.
9/11. It's
my-
proper podcast heritage there. One went 9/11, one went Epstein's Island immediately. Oh, really? You said one. Why would you have to sign an NDA on 9/11?
Because I was part of it. Shit.
There you go. Sued for the pod amount.
Right, we should talk about the film.
Hello, Cuts. This is just a little message to say that you can support our podcast by joining our Patreon for £2.50 a month. You'll get episodes a couple of days early, full access to our Discord, bonus episodes. We've got bonus movies on there where you can send also in your suggestions and be far, far too involved with the thing. So don't just be a cut, just be an absolute cut. Will you?
The Mask.
The Mask.
Nowhere near as good as I remembered it.
Really?
No.
Like, so I had this as a kid on, like, I can't remember the other film. I actually had Independence Day in my head, but it wasn't because I had the cover of Independence Day. I do know what the other fucking side. It's just come to me. I spent all night trying to think of it. I had a tape. One of my only tapes was a VCR. On one side was The Mask, on the other side was Baby's Day Out.
Right, wait a minute. What do you mean a tape?
Like
on one side was a mask.
Oh, whatever.
You couldn't turn a tape.
Whatever.
A VHS.
A VHS. I can't even remember how they fucking work. The two films on a VHS.
So there was two separate VHSs, and it was a double feature.
I just had one VHS, one tape, and it had two movies in it.
No, you didn't.
I'm going to have to figure this out then with my brother.
You absolutely did
My
not.
brother will know. Right?
There was no VHS. Why would those two be put together as well?
Oh, we recorded it.
All right, well, you didn't, like...
Sorry, it was just a VHS
Christ,
that we obviously
fucking right.
recorded two movies and kept it.
Right, yeah.
Because it was just in pen written.
That makes sense. So
Sorry,
you had a 4-hour video, you had a 4-hour VHS,
and just
and you
had to-
recorded one up. Right, that
Yeah.
makes sense
Yes,
now.
Sorry, I said one either side. There isn't. It's not like a tape.
No,
on
you
a-
can't do. You
yeah,
can't
it's not
do
like
that.
a.
You can't even do that with a CD.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah,
No,
you
can't do that with anything
can try.
other than vinyl. You can't do that with any. And
You can do it with
cassette record. Yeah, cassette.
recorder,
We
you can
can.
do
Right.
it.
Okay.
So, it was that, and I remember watching it. Now you know about my Jim Carrey thing.
Yes.
I hate him.
Yes.
I fucking despise Jim
Yes.
Carrey.
All Jim Carrey or just comedy Jim Carrey?
Pretty much all of it.
Really? You don't like?
Yeah, I think he's a beast as well.
I think he's one of the least beasts.
He's a fucking beast.
I think Jim Carrey is
He's
one
a
of the
fucking beast.
most genuine people in Hollywood.
What about his wife that killed himself and blamed him?
I'm gonna have to. I'm
She's fucking Irish. What about
gonna
her?
have to fact check you on
What,
this.
what about this? Hey, what about Jim Carrey's Irish wife that
Right,
fucking?
wait a minute.
was like
Right,
calling
hold
him a
on,
fucking
hold
psycho?
on. Before you get too Irish about this,
Yeah.
Right.
So we've managed to bring the mask into Irish. She's
So-
wearing a green mask.
is this Melissa Womer
Is she Irish?
or Lauren Holly? It can't be Lauren Holly, surely. What, the chick from Dumb and Dumber? Is that who you're saying is Irish?
No.
Right.
Jim Carrey. Let's just go Jim Carrey suicide.
No,
There's
don't
something-
do that.
Suicide Squad. Jim Carrey suicide. Right. Jim Carrey's ex-girlfriend, Katrina White, died in suicide in 2015.
Right. See, again, you've taken massive leaps here.
She claims in her thing that she provided her with the drugs. Carrey said he was too sensitive for her soul, denied all wrongdoing, called her exploitative. If Carrey stated he was glad that the predatory suits had ended.
Right. Hold on. You're getting... No, you've... So he's married to a waitress from the Comedy Store.
Is that where she was?
No, that's not her. That's his first wife. Then he married Lauren Holly from where they met.
He's not married to her.
They met in Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, okay.
And then in 2012, Katrina White, a makeup artist from County Tipperary, right? She was found dead from a prescription drug overdose. The death was ruled as suicide. Carey was a pallbearer at her funeral in Kappa White, Ireland. Right, so there's nothing.
There's a lot
wrongful death lawsuits.
There's a lot of there's a lot of stuff about it now. About her blaming him for it all.
Right, hold on. No.
I know there's the thing about prescribing the drugs or something.
Yes, no, but this was not right. So, his girlfriend, Katrina White, married a guy called Mark Burton in 2013 in Vegas. So, she and Carey had been dating on and off since 2012, and she was still married but dating Carey when she died in 2015. On September 2016, the husband, Burton, filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Carey, claiming that he'd used his immense wealth and celebrity status to illegally obtain and distribute prescription drugs involved in her death.
Okay.
So this doesn't seem anything like this. Both were dismissed due to complete lack of any legal basis.
He is a beast.
In 2016, this girl's mother also filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Carey. This is bullshit. This is people that are going at... This is two people that have gone, how can we make money out of this girl's death? Go after Carey.
No. Not when the person that actually killed himself went after him as well.
No, she didn't know.
She fucking did.
She's not. How do you file a wrongful death?
You leave her on the suicide note.
That's your last wish. I want a wrongful death lawsuit.
She wrote, The Grinch is a beast. No. By the way, I did bring this up, but this isn't actually my point. I actually just think he's a general beast. I know he is. You know why I think he is?
Why?
That's why he only turns up for a movie every 2 years to keep himself going.
Right.
He's hiding.
No.
Oh, he's hiding.
He hates Hollywood.
Yeah, that's because no. Why would he hate Hollywood?
Because he hates the whole machine behind it.
Do you know what he is?
What?
Do you know what he is? He's a fucking drama student doing comedy. That's what he is. That's why I hate him.
No, well, no, he's a
overacting
comedic actor. He's a comedic
hate
actor.
him in pretty much everything. It's slightly like Ace Ventura, and The Mask here is my favorite Jim Carrey movie.
Right. So. Right, okay.
I think he's a good actor, though, when he does the serious stuff. Yeah, he was quite good in, what do you call that miserable one? The fucking Eternal Chicken of the something.
Oh, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, the Eternal Chicken.
Well, eventually, we will do it, but Truman Show is one of the best films ever made. It's fucking superb.
It's fine.
He's also a vaccine denier. I didn't know that.
He's what?
A vaccine denier.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Right, what you can't deny is, listen to this.
I will deny it. I'll deny everything about this fucker.
So, this is Jim Carrey.
He had some run.
This is Jim Carrey in... I mean, first of all, these are all made within 16 months. Like 16 months. He makes Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, Batman Forever, Ace Ventura When Nature Calls, The Cable Guy. That's insane in 16 months.
It is. Imagine... That's 16 months in all 3 out of 5 movies.
Nah, yeah, that's bullshit.
I just don't like him.
So, Ventura, Mask, Dumb and Dumber, Batman Forever, Ventura sequel, Cable Guy, Liar Liar, Truman Show, Man on the Moon, Me, Myself and Irene, The Grinch. That's insane.
I actually quite like...
That's unbelievable.
I actually like quite a lot of bits of Me, Myself and Irene.
Great film.
I find it
very funny. Dumb and Dumber is one of the best comedies ever made. It is. It's not. You can't even. You can't shake your stupid bald head at that.
I can't.
It's a fact. It is a fact.
I can't argue it because it is everywhere. I can't actually.
It's phenomenally good.
It's just not funny.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't watch.
It's so
I
funny.
don't watch Dumb and Dumber and be like, God,
It's
I'm keeling
so
over.
funny.
Oh God, it's
He's
not.
incredibly
I don't-
funny.
I don't get it.
It's funnier than this piece of shit. And I like this. I did like this.
This, I mean, I like some bits of it.
I didn't laugh.
I did.
I laughed once.
I laughed at 2 bits. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I laughed at, whoa, we got a killer at 3 o'clock. Did you?
Right. Oh, right. Hold the phone.
Yeah.
Hold the phone.
Yeah, hold the phone. We got a killer at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's what I'm pretty sure I said those words in your ma came in for the first time.
No, you didn't. Why would you say that about my mum? A killer at 3 o'clock? A munter at 3 o'clock?
That's what I say when Jim Carrey comes in the room. Uh-oh, we got a killer at 3 o'clock. I have just...
What was the other bit you laughed at?
When he's been shot and he's lying in the guy's arms and he goes,
And he's
hold me
doing
close,
the-
Red. Hold me close, Red's funny.
Aye. I laughed at the bit where where he's making the balloon animals and he pulls a used condom out of his pocket. I laughed at that a lot.
I don't remember that at all.
Aye. It's a PG.
Because I remember, right, because I do remember certain bits so well. Like, see that nostalgia-wise...
Oh,
just the very start when that weird part for absolutely no reason where there was like a guy a
scuba diver gets crushed to death.
Like I remember that so well because I always remember the music and the thing floating up.
Yeah,
but it never really needed that. There's other ways of getting the mask to just float out of the sea.
Aye.
Just to have this guy
agree.
going.
I don't think they needed to kill that guy. Just have underwater constructions happening. A new pipe's being put in. It dislodges something in a rock.
That's it.
The mask floats up.
Not some sort of scavenger getting crushed.
Don't have the opening scene of a man in a scuba being crushed by a pipe.
PG.
Yeah.
There's so much because this is also in terms of kids movies as well. This is the horniest movie.
Oh, that's the horniest character that has ever been, that we've ever done of films.
I also find it, and this is a strange one for me, I find the 2 best scenes were the music dance scenes.
That's very gay.
It is. That's exactly, I thought they were the actual 2 best scenes in the movie, and I went, that's weird. I never usually think that.
See, I completely have gone against. I was looking forward to seeing particularly the Cuban Pete.
Okay.
My name is Cuban Pete. I'm the leader of the Rumba Beat. So I'm assuming that's one of the dance scenes you're talking about.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's not the part I'm talking about. That annoyed me a wee bit.
But what's it? So the only 2 dance scenes I can think of is when he does that
in the club.
Aye, when him and Cameron Diaz are dancing
in the
club.
In the what?
Coco Bongo.
The Coco Bongo.
Coco Bongo. Yep.
The Coco Bongo.
Yeah. What?
I'm not saying anything, Mark. The Coco Bongo Club.
What? There's nothing wrong with that.
So there's the fucking Coco Bongo.
It's like a Hawaiian joint. The Coco Bongo Club. What?
Head down to the Coco Bongo tonight. Couple of lines and head down to the Coco Bongo. It seems like a class club.
Yeah. It does seem like a racial slur.
It does. Yeah. That's exactly why.
Took your car, a couple of Coco Bongos.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. And you know what? When it was early 90s, I thought, they might have thought that. Do you know, like we keep doing? I notice a thing that we keep doing, and this is another jumping between scene here, but fuck it, whatever. How many of these kids, even 12s, PG kids movies, have a rape scene? There's no rape scene in this. There's an attempted
violent
rape scene.
There's not
there's a 5 minute long.
There is a thing that I have about this film where I didn't realise. Right, so first of all,
they teeter with it. Like Back to the Future, he's trying to rape his mum or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's
again, that's not.
He did. He tried to rape his mum.
That's not what he does. It's not his mum. If anything, he's the one pushing away from his mum. She's the one that's getting sexually aggressive with him. You're talking about Biff Tannen.
If not that, Biff may have went for the rape, right? Well, in this, he's delighted to see the mask, and the mask one tries to jump all over in an empty park on a bench, and she's like, "Oh no, get away!" I know she eventually gets. It might have been. I think they tried to put it off as a little bit of "baby, it's cold outside," but didn't really.
The first thing I'll say is when I watched it with the kids, I had no interest in it at all. Yeah. Seamus was like, I'm going to watch this. It became very, very apparent from him constantly asking and me also going, the only really entertaining bits in this film are when he puts the mask on.
Yeah,
the rest of the film's like... Like, he was literally going, when's he put the mask on again? Because that's the only bits that he was into. And I was like, aye, that is fair enough, because the rest of the story is completely superfluous.
It's very fucking annoying.
Yeah.
This is what I can't deal with. Like, I think nothing is more visceral and shit to me than the Grinch.
No, I know you hate the Grinch.
Right? I fucking hate the Grinch, right? And this is just another version. This is another movie where he overreacts dressed as green.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's why I think...
overacting. He's a drama student. He's a drama student doing comedy.
He does go a lot more over the top than I remembered.
Yeah. And I'd never find his over the top that funny.
In the point where I'd quite like to watch Ace Ventura again to see if I would find that annoying now. Because I think he goes even more over the top. At least with this, he is a cartoon.
Yeah.
Whereas in Ace Ventura, he's just a dude.
You know the part where in Ace Ventura where he's wearing like the frilly thing, pretending to be in a mental house, jumping over the hedge, going, hut, hut.
Yeah.
It's possibly one of the least funniest things I've ever seen in movie history. So,
there's not a lot of...
As a kid, I even heard it. I did like parts of Ace Ventura, definitely. But
this...
I did like this. I'm like, this is a childhood one for me. But
do you know what this feels like? See when he's doing all of this, so he does Eastwood, where he's like, do you feel lucky, punk? And when he's doing the hold me close, red, and then like, tell Tidy Tim I won't be coming out for Christmas. What it feels like is, it feels like all the bits that Robin Williams would do as a lad, as the genie in Aladdin, think they were too shit.
Yeah.
It's like all the unfunny outtakes that Robin Williams did.
They just brought the unused ones.
Yeah. It did feel like him throwing out as many movie references and different accents and all this kind of characters.
Yeah.
But none of them were that.
Yeah.
And I find it the same because I was like, my God, I was all in on Carey. See when Carey, so this was 94 and Ace Ventura was the same year, so I'd be 13.
Carey? The movie, like,
Jim Carrey.
Oh,
right. So Ace Ventura.
Why did my brain go?
I don't know.
Carrey, like the devil thing. What are you talking about?
No, Carrey. No.
That's what came out. Anyway, Jim Carrey. What am I talking?
So 94, and I thought when I was 13, I was like, "This is my guy. This is going to be like I'm literally going to buy everything this guy's got. Like I got Ace Ventura on video, and then I bought The Mask as soon as it came out, and then I got Dumb and Dumber, and I was like, this man will never make a bad film. And I personally don't think he did until later on.
Okay.
I think that Eternal Sunshine shit, I think it's fucking awful, that film. I think it's boring as sin.
It is, yeah.
It's utter gross.
It is quite boring, yeah.
Liar Liar's great. Cable Guy's great. Dumb and Dumber obviously great. Truman Show's a masterpiece. The Grinch is fantastic. Bruce Almighty's funny.
Bruce Almighty's not funny either.
Yes, it is.
I honestly think this is his funniest film.
It's not.
And it's 3 out of 5.
No. I agree it's 3 out of 5, but it's nowhere near his funniest film. But my other point was...
I do like bits of his films in person.
The idea behind The Mask, right? First of all, I don't get who Loki... What the fuck? Right, I've seen this Norse character Loki depicted in so many different ways in films.
We watched it in The Ritual.
What is the cunt?
Remember we were looking into it wasn't the actual thing in The Ritual, that horror film.
No,
but remember we went into it, that was
based
Norse
on Loki.
Yeah.
And then in that he's a fucking psychopathic murderer. And this is the god of mischief. In Marvel, he's like this shape-shifting manipulator. Like, so what? How many bows has fucking Loki got to use?
Yeah.
How many strings? Sorry, he does everything.
If anything, he's Hawkeye. Nah, but yeah, I don't know why to be honest, there was no need for, they were saying like it was found in a box, and I was just like, but wait a minute. So, in my head, I was like, he could make things, right? He was making balloons, making Tommy guns, making references, right? But I was trying to think, say if he was back in the days of like the Norse gods and there's fuck all going on, what does he do when he puts on the mask?
What's his references?
There's no references. He would have just been. He's just been spinning.
Dirty Harry hasn't. Dirty Harry is at the very least 200 years from being released. So what are his references?
He'd have a green face, right?
Yeah.
And a bunch of peasants all starving to death, just covered in muck.
Yeah. He's doing shit the Jester did the night before.
He'd just have a green face. That would be his thing. He'd do a spin and then just have a rock and go, hey.
You're right. You're right, because it does. Did it give them the green face in Norse mythology? Like, aye.
What's he actually going to do to people? Bar just annoy them? Like the green faced annoying cunt? Because he can't pull out shit. Because there's not enough things that they don't have. If you don't have it, it doesn't really exist. Back then, you have a shovel, you have a fucking, you have a sword.
You can't invent stuff.
There's nothing out there. There's not going like, oh my God, I haven't seen a Tommy gun in a while.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're absolutely right.
It's
yeah.
like, big spade. And they were like, yeah, I have one.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. God, you're right,
He's
actually.
got nothing. So I'm like, how fucking shite was this man
That's a really
back in
good
the
point.
day? Just an annoying cunt.
Maybe that's why they buried it. They were like, this thing's utterly
Just to make
useless.
people annoying.
This just makes someone a twat. A boring twat. Bury it. Sink it.
That's sort of, yeah.
Fuck off, Loki.
Fuck off, Loki.
We,
Low-key annoying.
the idea is the guy from Ferris Bueller explains, the psychologist, in that the mask brings out the character that you want to be, that you have underlying, right?
Yes.
So when the baddie puts it on, he just becomes more of a baddie.
It didn't make sense
He just
to me.
becomes more of a psycho. Like, it doesn't really change him a huge amount, apart from make him bigger, greener, and a bit more of a psychopath, and the ability to use his mouth as a machine gun. When the dog puts it on, all it does is make him a better dog.
Yeah.
So a stronger, faster dog.
Yeah.
When Jim Carrey puts it on, it turns him into a sex pest.
Yeah. But he says he's a hopeless romantic.
Exactly.
So it doesn't make sense.
So he's got the sex pest in him.
Yeah.
So the idea of the mask is it's supposed to bring out what is underlying in your psyche.
Yeah.
So he's a borderline sex pest. That's all he is as a character.
So Cameron Diaz should be like, right, so deep down here, a big red flag here is I've given you what is essentially... I feel like the whole thing's like a metaphor for taking an ecstasy pill, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like your big red flag is, as you say, that deep down you are a sex offender.
Yeah.
You're Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
That's what you want to be.
Because he's saying what it seems to do is it makes you the person you want to be, right? So if you were a loser in love and an unconfident guy who keeps getting shafted over by the general public and his boss and mechanics and all this kind of stuff, right? You would think that the mask would bring out who you want to be. Is you'd become this suave, confident, very self-assured person who was able to talk to women no bother.
Yeah.
What it does do is make someone forcefully and sexually aggressive. That's all it does.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, fair enough, it makes him a great dancer and it gives him all these superpowers. And do you know what it is, right? And we've talked about this before, and it is one of both of our massive bugbears, particularly within the comedy industry, there's an idea. See if you ever describe yourself as just a nice guy.
Aye, you're right, yeah.
You are so far from being a nice guy. If you feel the need to define yourself and explain to people how nice you are, be wary.
It's back to the Tates, their rating system. I'm an 8 out of 10. I'm like, you're not if you have to tell people.
Oh no, aye, it's the same with it. It's the same with the if the hardest guy in a pub will never have to tell you he's the hardest guy in the pub.
Yeah.
Right.
You'll see his cock.
The psychopaths don't psychopaths don't announce that they're psychopaths, right?
Yeah.
They just know. That's what self-assuredness is, that's what self-confidence is. And that's what self-belief. I know I'm talking about self-belief in terms of psychopaths, but there are a huge amount of people on the comedy circuit.
Oh, yeah, just tracks them.
That I'm just really awkward with women.
Ah, yeah.
I'm just a nice guy. I'm just one of those nice guys.
Yeah.
They are the first to be found out.
Oh,
they are the people
don't I fucking know it back in Ireland?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
A couple of people in my mind, not even the main one that we're all thinking about.
If you're awkward with women and you make that as part of your personality to the point where I've seen people doing routines about how awkward they are with women, and you can see through it so clearly, and it's all it is an attempt for women to then approach them after the gig, and it's manipulative, it's sickening.
Well, I fell for it in Ireland, and it turned out the guy was a full-blown rapist.
Yeah.
And he was doing that thing like, just socially awkward.
Yeah. It's to get someone's defences down to the point where you can exploit it.
Yeah.
I have never and would never. I'm a piece of shit. I'm not a nice guy. I can be nice. I can be pleasant. But I also can be a fucking arsehole.
No, I think
I can be annoying.
I think
and
you're
I can
a nice
be,
guy. You're just degenerate.
I'm a degenerate, yeah.
We're all
I would never go out of my way to hurt anyone,
I'm
and
the same.
I'd be kind to people, and you're exactly the same.
Yeah.
But at no point would I ever go so far as to go, I'm just, you know what my problem is?
Yeah.
Just a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Just a really, really nice guy. No, you're
tell
not.
people,
You're a fucking arsehole.
Yeah, no, nice guys don't say they're nice guys. Yeah, they're just nice guys.
Nice guys finish last. No, nice guys finish in jail.
Yeah. Nice
Hopefully.
Finish. No, I'm not going to.
Nice guys finish on the tits. Nice guys finish on a corpse.
Yeah.
If you get too close to nice guys, that's where nice guys will finish.
Do you know, at least the guy in this, by the way, that Jim Carrey's mate isn't a nice guy. He doesn't pretend he is.
No, he's just a sleazy, literally a sleazy bastard who
He's horny as fuck.
who basically stares at every woman that comes in the bank.
He sniffed her coat in front of her.
He did sniff her coat, yeah.
Right in front of her.
Yeah.
He didn't even do like a. You know, there's like, oh, he didn't fucking do this or something weird or sniff a seat or collect her bathwater. He literally took the coat off her and just went.
To give him a bit of a break, I bet it smelt immaculate.
Now, we'll get into this. We're speaking of the horniness of it, right?
Uh-huh.
She's unbelievable in this. I don't even like Cameron Diaz, really, but oh my god, Jesus Christ!
And
calm down.
was never like this again. Never like Cameron Diaz immediately then went just either she has done a lot of serious stuff, but comedy actress.
Yeah, too comedy to be like, you know, stupid fall
like
over.
in terms of her character in this and her character in There's Something About Mary, it is night and day.
Yeah, it's
because
different.
in this she's proper 50s femme fatale.
Exactly. Yeah, she's
Whereas-
never been, but she's obviously stunning.
Something
But,
About Mary's just hot girl next door.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, but this was this suited her to the ground.
Yeah.
Whoever did the everything in this nailed it.
Yeah.
The fucking thing in the red dress.
It
Sounds like it's become a horny podcast
It's
here,
insane.
but it was
we can't-
quite an
we
interest.
can't deny.
Yeah.
It is the greatest entrance of. I think it's the greatest entrance of a Hollywood star in terms of
Probably, yeah.
announcing who you are, and then immediately everyone going, she is going to be fucking huge.
Yeah.
Immediately. I don't think anyone has ever done that in their first film.
Yeah.
Like you could go Cruise, but Cruise was like in The Outsiders and all that kind of stuff where he was just a bit part player in this ensemble cast. I can't think of anyone that has ever.
What's Brad Pitt's Thelma and Louise? Is it? No,
Thelma and Louise,
not really.
but there's not. I
Not
mean,
the same.
it's as close as
It's
you
the
can
best
get.
I can think, but not really. Yeah.
It is I think it is as close as you can get.
But that's no.
Because you can't say DiCaprio because that's Titanic's not his.
Yeah,
so like Gilbert Grape and Basketball Diaries, there's
Yeah.
nothing in that you would.
Yeah.
But I think you're right with Thelma and Louise. Brad Pitt is
Closest
the
you
closest,
could,
but there's not an entrance like that.
No, it's not. That's just a movie.
Yeah.
It's an entrance, not an actual entrance in a movie.
I was thinking about this. My top 3 character in terms of when you first meet them and it's impactful.
Okay.
Right? I think Cameron Diaz is up there in the 3. The other 2 are when you first get introduced to Quint and Jaws.
Okay, yeah. That's
Where you
a good
just hear the nails going down the blackboard and you just turn around and he does the monologue about catching the shark. The best ever is Darth Vader.
Jesus. No, okay.
There is not the lasers going off and then the door of the spaceship being closed down and then the music coming on and him just walking through and everyone's faces shitting themselves.
Okay, yeah.
That's where you...
Even in Rogue One.
Aye.
Even though that's not his intro.
So cool.
But that scene, Rogue One's unbelievable.
When
I'm not
he
even
just-
a massive Star Wars guy, but Rogue One's
when he
unbelievable.
turns on the lightsaber and it just lights him up.
Aye.
Fucking
Yeah,
incredible.
that was unbelievable. It was chills.
So yeah, do you know what? Do you know how you know Darth Vader's entrance is the best of all time? Have you ever seen videos on YouTube of dogs watching Star Wars? And the dogs
freaking it.
instinctively know when he turns up and they hear the music. Dogs run behind the couch. Dogs are shitting themselves.
That's great, Darth Vader.
That's how you know it's good.
Is it because he looks like a dog?
What are you talking about?
Darth Vader looks like a dog.
No, he doesn't.
He looks like a floppy-eared dog.
He doesn't even have what are you talking about?
You know
His helmet.
The helmet goes out about like that. He looks like a fucking dog.
No, he looks like. If anything, he looks like a woman who's got a bob.
Yeah, sure, but they also look like dogs. No. Yeah. Anyway, regardless, the whole way through this film, unbelievable. Cameron Diaz. Yeah.
She's fantastic. She's very likable. Good switch in the fact that she's actually. It's the nice woman who's going, oh God, I'm just like you, Stanley Ipkiss. I can't find love either. And she turns out to be a piece of shit because she double crosses him for the 50 grand that the gangsters offer.
Yeah.
Whereas
Who's that?
The reporter.
Aye, she was good
She
looking too.
shafts him. Aye, she is. Aye.
Yeah, she must have been raging because she looked absolutely stunned too. She was like, "Oh, this will have been top tier."
Oh, she's like,
she's unbelievable.
absolute dirt
She turned up
compared
then.
to-
When she turned up, I was like, "Jesus Christ, she's great looking as well."
Aye.
but
It's
already
nothing compared to
but
Diaz.
it literally turns up after the big fancy Diaz
Yeah.
intro.
Yeah.
Not that every woman in a movie needs, some sort of fucking leg up
Hollywood
intro.
entrance. No,
Every
no.
single woman in a movie, like.
I won't watch it. I won't watch a film unless the woman enters soaking wet.
Like it's Wild Things. Everything has to be Wild Things. Yeah, I did laugh at the part where, Cameron Diaz, though, they couldn't just let her be smart.
No.
They immediately sits down and she says, what's that? It's like that ink blot psycho test. And he's like, it's a Rorschach test. They were just like, we just got to make sure that everyone knows she is a bimbo.
Disagree.
But I think
She's playing being a bimbo.
I think she does by the end prove that she isn't a bimbo. She's
Even in that first scene, she's playing being a bimbo because you then find out that she's there. She's there to film the bank.
yes.
So she has got to play that character.
I suppose.
To
I don't know why you have to. So this is where we're disagreeing then, because are you trying to say she's acting stupid to waste time?
she's acting stupid to completely avert any kind of suspicion.
Oh, that's true.
Because
Okay.
she's I mean, she's got a massive bag with what is a lens bigger than the one we have on that camera just now.
Yeah, not really. I mean, the cameras would pick up that camera.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So she has to look that hot and has to be that flirty, because all he would need to do is look down and go, why is your handbag filming the vault?
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
So I think
You completely turn. I reckon it would completely turn you off though if she was like, "I like to film suck jobs in the alley." You're like, Jesus Christ! completely lose all the hotness. You're like, oh God.
Good dog acting again.
Do you
We're
think-
big fans on this. I think Milo the dog's great.
Somebody gave out to me about my Bone Alone thing on Letterboxd.
What?
Because I said that my review on Letterboxd about Bone Alone, and it's like, I hope each and every one of these dogs gets put down in public.
And someone didn't like
I
that.
was like, how could you can't be talking about dogs like that. People get really upset about dogs.
Oh, they do. Aye.
I told you about this before on this podcast.
Yeah.
Jokes about
the dogs.
murdering
Aye.
puppies.
They're not. They don't fly, you know. But I thought Milo the dog's very, very good in this.
Yeah. Good dog.
Good dog acting.
Good dog.
The Mask as a character, as we've already, is not only a horrible sexually aggressive demon, not a nice person.
No.
Like as bad as the gangsters,
Yeah.
because robs the bank before them, so does exactly what they're planning to do. Shoves an exhaust pipe up a mechanic's arse.
He's just a yeah.
And I mean, listen, I've been ripped off by tradesmen, but I think it's a step too far.
To launch.
And not even just a regular exhaust, the kind of exhaust you'd put on a souped-up Cadillac.
He went for the biggest. He went for the widest.
Huge. And the whole exhaust as well, with the muffler and the fucking gas tank bit right up the arse.
Do you reckon as well he's sitting there going like, say if you're going to wheel me out to the ambulance, can you not wheel me out in front of the entire world's
Aye.
paparazzi with the exhaust up my arse?
It's that there's no paramedics here that could, like, there's no fire crew that could just maybe saw most of this exhaust off my arse. I have to come out with a full exhaust
You have to get two people to hold it so it doesn't fall down.
in the air, right? So it's still up my arse. So we're not going to even attempt at removing this until we get to the hospital. But the whole thing needs to be with it, right?
It's
Cool.
it's so top heavy too.
Cool.
That if it fell that way, he'd literally lift in the air like, oh, oh fuck me.
Do you want some trivia?
I do. I've got three tiny things to say.
Okay.
Just.
the so how much do you think Jim Carrey? Oh no, is that? Yeah, I'm coming to that. So, Jim Carrey saved, they reckon, about 50% of the planned special effects budgets on this because of the amount of stuff he could do himself. That's decent. If you're a producer, you're delighted with that.
Sure.
You've immediately got whatever. So the fee he got was 450 grand for this.
Okay.
You've immediately made that back.
Yeah, sure.
By the amount he can do
Like
himself.
this, I can't imagine anyone else doing the mask.
No.
So that's good.
So he learned, with the big massive teeth, he learned how to talk with them in it. Because anytime you had the teeth and you saw the teeth, it was just supposed to be a silent scene.
Okay, right.
So you've immediately got extra scenes as well.
Okay, right.
So decent casting.
Yeah.
In terms of
I
you
can't
go,
think
fuck,
of-
this guy can do.
Yeah, he's expressionist.
Aye.
Over
So,
the top. But
special
that's what
effects hold up.
I think they're good.
The only time I thought that's shit is when he does the flush at the end, and
Aye, didn't
Peter
like that.
Green
Yeah.
is flushing down the plug. That's the only time I went, that's clearly
I enjoyed
CGI.
as well when she was singing and the heart came out and it was a dog face. Actually, even though it's comical and cartoonish, it looked great.
Absolutely brilliant. Really, really good.
By the way, Peter Green. Do you not think Peter Green looks like Cillian Murphy's dad?
Yes, very much like it.
I was watching them and I was like, I've never actually put this together. It just looks like Cillian Murphy,
Yeah.
Peter Green, yeah.
Remember the film, because the reason we're doing this is because he died. So he's Dorian in The Mask. He's Redfoot in Usual Suspects, and there was I couldn't remember the other one. He's the fucking guy in Pulp Fiction. Bring Out the Gimp.
Zed.
It's Zed. It's Zed, isn't it? So it's his bike. Zed's dead. Yeah. Zed.
I fucking
He's Zed in Pulp Fiction.
I know him in a load of things. He's always playing that part as well,
Yeah.
as well, in shite action films.
Yeah.
I know him from loads of shit.
Yeah.
I feel like he's in fucking Hard Target or something as well. Like, things like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So Carey paid 450 grand for this, which at the time was
a lot.
because I think this was made for like 12 million and made something like 72, like something ridiculous. It's like a huge hit, and they made so much money back from it. He then got paid 7 million for Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Then got the highest contract ever Hollywood has ever given from Batman Forever, playing the Riddler. I don't know how much it was, but at the time it was a record.
Well, that stank.
Did. Who do you think turned down? So someone was offered the role of Tina Carlisle before they gave it to Cameron Diaz.
Sandra Bullock.
Nope.
Is it a blonde?
Yes.
Is it someone in Baywatch?
No, but you're not far off.
They're
a lot curvier.
Need a blonde with cans here.
Yep, that's
it-
exactly who it is. A blonde with cans.
I know, I'm just trying to think.
And it's not Pamela Anderson.
Who would have been the big blonde with cans at this stage? In the early 90s?
To give you a clue, she found love and got married not long afterwards with someone who would provide her with wealth but very little else.
Anna Nicole Smith.
Yes.
That's it. Poor Anna Nicole Smith. Not only is she dead, but that was a shocking rundown of her life there.
That's pretty much.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Anna Nicole Smith was offered the role. And then,
Your torch came on.
Fucking piece
That's
of
it. If you don't know what this is something that Seamus has done.
and we can't fix it.
And we can't fix it.
There's some way of tapping my phone at the back and it turns on the torch.
And now he thinks that everyone thinks they're filming him.
So yeah, she was offered the role. Turned it down because she didn't want to do it. And then they spotted Cameron Diaz leaving a modelling agency. And the guy, apparently the director of this, a guy called, what's his name, Chuck Russell, had basically fell in love with Cameron Diaz over this.
You can see that from the movie. Weird when it's
the Mask's yellow suit.
Great.
Jim Carrey's actual suit.
No, yeah.
Which was made by his mum for him when he did stand-up. Used to wear it on stage. I knew you'd hate that.
Fucking hate him.
I knew you'd hate
I
that.
fucking hate him so much. Drama student.
Right. Other people.
I know there's a lot of drama students listening, but it's drama student that shouldn't.
Other people that were offered and turned down the role. Stanley Ipkiss.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Shite name for a character, by the way.
Stanley Ipkiss. I quite like it.
I thought it was the fucking stupidest name I've ever seen in a film.
Right. I think some of these would work. Some of them I can't even imagine why. Some of them you'll get. Nicolas Cage. Would have been a different film.
Different film, but
a lot
could have done
darker.
it. Could
Could
have
have worked. Matthew Broderick.
Another fucking Irish murder.
Yep, he was the one that was as close to getting it before Jim Carrey.
That would have been awful.
Yep. Steve Martin. Nah.
Different type.
Rick Moranis.
No. Fun though.
I don't think he could do the physical stuff.
Fun though. Fun. I can see why they thought.
This
but
is
I don't
the
know if
one.
he could do it. Yeah.
This is the one I think would have been as good. Martin Short.
Who's Martin Short again?
The guy that's in Only Murders in the Building with Steve Martin. Stephen Martin.
Let me continue that. Google then. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I think he'd have been very good.
Yeah, he could. He's an expressionable
Yeah,
face.
I think he'd have been good. Mike Myers, obviously.
Maybe.
Ferrell was offered it.
Okay.
Well, Ferrell was considered, he wasn't offered it. Robin Williams.
Ferrell.
They wanted Robin Williams, but he didn't want to do
Sorry,
anything.
who
like
got
that.
offered it?
Will Ferrell.
Was he around then?
Apparently.
He might. 90 fucking. When was it?
So wait a minute, what year was Zoolander?
That's not his first film, though, is it?
No, but
2001.
so Zoolander's 2001. I mean, that must be a mistake. There's no way Will Ferrell's offered.
Will Ferrell was in when Saturday. His first thing he did the Saturday Night Live castings when he got famous. When he was pretending to be a cat, whenever the fuck that was. That's when he got his.
Nah, that must
That
be a
just
load
seems
of
to be.
shite.
It seems to be. But then again, he's in Night of the Roxbury.
Yeah, but when's that?
That must be about 98.
So he's a cast member in Saturday Night Live from 95 to 2002.
Okay. And this was filmed when?
94, this is released.
I just don't think
I don't
so.
think he's a part. I don't think he maybe auditioned, but
That has to be just an audition because he got famous for his audition in Saturday Night Live. He was a complete nobody.
here's the mental one.
He's still younger than I thought, 95. But.
Here's the mental one who the studio wanted: Keanu Reeves. Bizarre. So, and the last thing I've got is because this is based on a comic, right? Which, and it's apparently the comic's dark. Like the comic, none of the only recurring character is the detective, right? And the mask, Stanley Ipkiss is like in one issue of the comic.
Okay, right.
And the mask's almost like a villain.
Yeah.
And it's the cop trying to catch the mask because the mask keeps getting passed to different characters, right? So, but then this is why if they'd have done that version, Nicolas Cage would have been good for it if it was dark because, right, there are many disturbing scenes that occur in the original comic book that are removed from the film. One such scene, right, when Stanley Ipkiss wears a mask, he's known as the Big Head Killer, right? In one of the storylines of the comic, he gets his revenge on a childhood teacher who was mean to him as a child. While the teacher was holding class and harshly chastising a young student for misspelling a word, Ipkiss shows up as the mask and begins to somewhat playfully berate her. Then he violently smacks her to where she falls on the floor. Due to her old age, the teacher is easily injured and is seeking help from the same young child she chastised a moment earlier. All of a sudden, the child suffocates her to death by shoving his foot into her mouth while mocking her in front of all the other children.
Okay.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
That's like some of those scenes in like, oh my god.
That's some dark shit, that, like.
I had a couple of wee things that I think, first of all, a lot of people seem totally fine with this green man most of the time.
Yeah.
Just defying laws of physics and all that.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Whatever. Cartoon. The other guy is the guy from The Wire. You know the guy from The Wire in this? He is
not a cop.
He's the presidential. He's the doctor.
Oh yes, the bank robber. Yeah,
he's like he's in the later one. He's for Aidan Gillen. He's Tommy Carcetti. He's like a politician, kind of like schmoozer kind of guy, like a campaign manager. That's what I'm trying to fucking think. He's in The Wire. Why is he? I enjoyed the fact that that's another thing I left because I was like, this is so stupid. He kills himself with the doctor, but he does it like 3 times. Don't worry. What did he say?
The doctor's about to operate.
The doctor's about to operate. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I enjoyed. No idea why he does that, but it's funny. The last one I have, right, is when Peggy lands in and says she's from like the newspaper, the Tribune. Jim Carrey starts sheepishly going like, oh, no, I cancelled that subscription.
Yeah.
Right? Which is wild funny because that means he genuinely thought that a newspaper sent out
Reporters,
enforcers.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Why the fuck?
That's
Like
funny.
if you cancelled your Spotify, and
Yeah,
some guy
exactly.
knocks at your door.
What do you think you're playing at? Yeah.
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 You think you got a fucking family plan, or I'm coming here to break your legs, forcing them into it.
The last thing I'll ask you before we move on, what do you think of the Swing soundtrack? Because I know you've not seen Swingers. There was a massive resurgence in swing music in films in the 90s, and this is one of them.
Okay.
That whole kind of, hey, daddy-o,
Yeah.
I quite like it.
I like it.
Sure,
Sure, it's fine. It's fun.
I like it.
I like the dance to Cameron Diaz,
Yeah.
and I like the other dance part. What I was trying to talk about was when the police all start shaking their house against the wall. I find that kind of funny.
Oh, each to their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that really funny.
I also like the fact that this city's a piece of shit and the park's just built on a landfill.
Yeah.
And they didn't even bother renaming it. It's Landfill Park.
Landfill.
There's methane just rising from the ground. You're like, why are any of you living here? What
It's
is
just a dirty hole.
Right.
They never really explain it. Great.
Jesus Christ. Right. Thank you for listening.
Aye,
I forgot where I was there. We're going to go on and do Patreon now and answer some Patreon questions. Next week, we are doing A Few Good Men in honour of Rob Reiner, which is going to be good fun because it's a fucking amazing film.
I haven't.
You've never seen it. You don't think you've seen it, but
I will not have remembered it regardless.
acting masterclass from everyone.
I am looking forward to it. Yeah.
For Patreons, and I'll mention this again on the Patreon episode, as we are now doing you pick a film every month, right? It's easy to do at Christmas. You just pick a Christmas film. Halloween, you just pick a horror film. So I was like, what can we do with January, right? And then I realised that this week it was Blue Monday, right? So Blue Monday is when everyone's credit card bills come in for all the stuff they spent over the festivities and over Christmas and stuff. So it's like, it's traditionally known as the most depressing day of the year.
Okay.
So, for this, give us a film to watch that you think is the most depressing film you have ever seen in your life. I want real, miserable, grim, Christ almighty, I want to kill myself after watching that film.
It's going to be Manchester by the Sea or something.
You can be as creative with this. Not a film where you go, I hate that so much, it's such a dog shit film. A miserable film for January.
Right, yeah.
Right. The most miserable film that you can think of that's genuinely made you despair for life.
There is genuinely, I was chatting about the Bone Temple, there is a good 20 minutes of the Bone Temple where I genuinely was just like, I can barely watch
That's
this.
what I'm talking about. Manchester by the Sea.
I actually said on my review of it, it's like the second most horrible kind of torture scene I've ever seen. And the worst one. And it's the second. And then the top three, Jack O'Connell's in them both.
Yeah.
Eden Lake.
Oh, no, right. So, just as a caveat, I don't want shit like that.
You don't want that. You want
torture stuff, no horror films where you go, oh my God, I can't.
You want depressing.
Yes, I don't want miserable and depressing because, oh my God, that's really, really hard to watch.
Right, you are.
My initial thought when I was thinking about it in the car over would be Requiem for a Dream.
Right, you've
That's a depressing
Manchester by the Sea.
Manchester by the Sea, that kind of thing. The most depressing film that you can think of.
Great, brilliant. Blue.
Because it's the most depressing month of the year, we're going to do the most depressing film that you can think of.
And if you want to vote for that, it'll be on the Discord.
Yeah, and you can vote for either Manchester by the Sea and Requiem for the Dream because we'll be doing it as a random choice anyway.
Bingo. See you soon.
See you, bye.